presentation today aims to inform you on British values and how they relate to crimes such as extremism and radicalisation. By the end of the presentation, you should all have a better understanding on British values, what hate crime, discrimination, radicalisation and extremism is, and how each of them affect individuals and communities as a whole, how we can prevent these crimes from happening, what the Equality Act covers and protects individuals from.
Some of the core values of the British identity are the rule of law. Our society is based on the idea that we all abide by the same rules, whatever our wealth or status. No one is above the law, not even the government. The power of the Crown and Parliament, the Lords, the Commons and the Monarch constitute the supreme authority in the land. Everyone should follow the law of the land. Everyone should try to promote the basic British values, which are democracy. This is where every individual should have the right to have their say and opinion in everything that will have an effect on their lives. The rule of law. This is where all individuals should abide by laws that have been set by the government, as they will encounter these laws throughout their life. Individual liberty. This is where individuals have the right to have freedom, to their voice, their choices and opinions, and mutual respect and tolerance for those of different faiths and beliefs. Individuals need to learn how to treat one another and respect different cultures and beliefs within their communities.
Now we're going to talk about hate crime and what discrimination is. Hate crime is a crime that a person commits when they target someone because of hostility or prejudice towards a person's disability, race or ethnicity, religion or belief, sexual orientation or transgender identity. Examples of hate crime which people commit include assault, criminal damage, harassment, murder, sexual assault, theft, fraud, hate mail causing harassment, alarm or distress. Example of a hate crime that happened in the UK is 2007, 20-year-old Sophie Lancaster was kicked and stabbed to death in Lancashire Park because she was dressed as a goth. Her mum Sylvia is now a campaigner and she campaigns for the younger generation to be educated about being tolerant to others through the Sophie Foundation. 2014 to 15, there were 52,528 hate crimes recorded by the police. This is an increase of 18% compared with 44,471 hate crimes that was recorded in 2013 to 14. It is important we tackle hate crime as every individual has a right to live their life without fear of being attacked or abused because of who they are as a person. The way hate crime is dealt with has been improved due to the government, criminal justice agencies, local authorities and voluntary sector organisations working together. The understanding of how unacceptable it is to display hostility towards another person or group of individuals has increased as a result of the UK becoming a more diverse and vibrant place. It's important hate crime is prevented because of the damage it causes to victims and their families. Discrimination occurs when a person singles out another individual and treats them differently to other people because of specific characteristics such as age, disability, ethnicity, gender and national origin. It is when a person has been treated unfairly because of who they are as an individual. It happens in a variety of places such as the workplace, school and public places. When an individual is discriminated against, it has a negative effect on them. The victim of discrimination may feel rejection and feel isolated because of a reason they have no control over, and this could result in depression and anxiety. Discrimination can be prevented by individuals understanding the negative impacts it has on people and that every individual in the world is unique and different to each other. People should be educated on the importance of appreciating diversity and respecting others that are a different gender, age or race to them.
Radicalisation and extremism are closely interlinked. This involves a process where an individual becomes brainwashed with extremist dogma and therefore rejects the status quo and undermines contemporary doctrine, thus creating rebel groups, for example, the Irish Republican Army, IRA. Many people feel radicalisation and extremism are caused by lack of education on the British values, which leads people to adopt a more extreme ideology. Radicalisation and extremism are becoming a more perturbing problem. For example, from September to October 2015, 796 British citizens fell victim to radicalisation by Far Eastern groups, for example ISIS, who are also currently recruiting terrorists from the UK 24 hours a day. Due to social media, teenagers especially are becoming more exposed to radicalisation and extremist actions, which in the words of Vladimir Putin, a strong communist himself, must be suppressed on all sides regardless of their origin. Unequivocally, as a country we need to find ways to deter people from turning to extremism and thus becoming radicalised.
The Equality Act was introduced by the government in 2010. It made it unlawful to discriminate against somebody for the following reasons. They are age, race, gender, disability, marital status, religion and belief, sexual orientation, or gender reassignment. The government has put policies such as the Equality Act in place to reduce and prevent hate crimes. In addition, such policies are attempting to reduce the amount of people becoming radicalised. Ways in which the attempt is being made is by putting formal policies and acts in place that people of all levels of society are obliged to follow. If a person chooses to deviate from the policy, then the act is illegal and unlawful, which is taken much more seriously than just offending somebody.
Well, the PREVENT strategy is one of the 4 Ps on the counter-terrorism strategy from the government called CONTEXT, which is prepare for attacks, protect the public, pursue the attackers, and focuses on preventing their radicalization in the first place. As the first and main crucial point of contact outside the families is the schools, schools then have to aim to avoid the discrimination and promote equality, improve the educational achievements and progression for all, independent of their beliefs or creeds. In accordance to the Equality Act of 2010, schools have the duty to promote the community cohesion by giving the learners the opportunity to learn about different cultures, faiths, and debate their shared values. This will then result on students being more involved in decision-making about important and real issues. However, schools face tasks in order to prevent the radicalization. However, they can fight that by providing information, by raising awareness, by enabling students to make a positive contribution and safeguarding of young people. Some of those actions can be reviewing the curriculum and the pupil participation on the safeguarding processes by developing critical thinking and using those skills in small groups. That will also help them explore and promote diversity and shared values between and within the communities. It will also help them challenge all the prejudices that might be in place on their home environment. It also helps them build ties with local communities and schools while using restorative approaches to repair and prevent the harm that has been done. Overall, the PREVENT strategy intends to raise awareness about radicalization through information regarding different cultures and beliefs, thus promoting diversity and respect among all communities, while making a positive contribution to the well-being and prosperity of those same communities. Pretty much the overall strategy intends to follow on the words of a very well-known song from Whitney Houston, which we all know, which is, I believe the children are our future, teach them well and let them lead the way. That's the whole goal. We teach them now and let them lead later.
Well done. Okay, so observers, do you have a question?
Oh no.
Why did you end on a song?
Because I wanted to finish on a positive side.
Yeah. Have we no questions? No. No? Okay, well done again. Let's have a round of applause. Thank you.